Blackstone Audio presents Information Doesn't Want to Be Free, Laws for the Internet Age by Cory Doctorow. This book is read by Wil Wheaton.
Foreword number 1 by Neil Gaiman. George shook his head slowly. You're wrong, John. Not back to where we were. This morning, we had an economy of scarcity. Tonight, we have an economy of abundance. This morning, we had a money economy. It was a money economy, even if credit was important. Tonight, it's a credit economy 100%. This morning, you and the lieutenant were selling standardization. Tonight, it's diversity. The whole framework of our society is flipped upside down. He frowned uncertainly. And yet, you're right, too. It doesn't seem to make much difference. It's still the same old rat race. I don't understand it. From Business as Usual During Alterations by Ralph Williams. Astounding Science Fiction, 1958. I bought a box of SF pulps when I was in my late teens from one of my father's friends who kept them in the garage. English editions of Astounding Science Fiction, for the most part. Stories written by authors whose names I barely recognized, despite being a science fiction reader from about as soon as I could read. I paid more than I could afford for them. I suspect that one story paid for all of them, though. It's a thought experiment. Until recently, I'd forgotten the opening of the story. Aliens decide to mess with us. But remembered what happened after that. We're in a department store, and someone drops off 2 matter duplicators. They have pans. You put something in pan 1, press a button, and its exact duplicate appears in pan 2. We spend a day in the department store as they are selling everything they have as cheaply as possible, duplicating things with the matter duplicator, making what they can on each sale, and using checks and credit cards, not cash. You can now perfectly duplicate cash, which, obviously, is no longer legal tender. Toward the end, they stop and take stock of the new world waiting for them and realize that all the rules have changed, but craftsmen and engineers are more necessary than ever. They realize that companies won't be manufacturing millions of identical things, but will need to make hundreds, perhaps thousands, of slightly different things. That their stores will be showrooms for things, and stockrooms will be history. That there will now be fundamental changes in 1950s-style retailing, including, to use a phrase that turned up well after 1958, a long tail.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?